We're here at American Top Team in South Florida in Coconut Creek. This is a place where great coaches are training great fighters. And Danny Sabatello is one of those great fighters. He's going to be at Bellator 282 on the main card on Showtime on Friday, June 24th. After his latest victory, his big victory, that once again he said he was going to win and he backed up his words with his actions. Now he is in the Bantamweight World Grand Prix tournament, the next step, and he's going up against Leandro Higo.
Yep.
Tell us about this big fight coming up for you, Danny, and your step to get to the top.
Yeah, this is just another stepping stone. You know, I got Leandro Higo June 24th at the Mohegan Arena in Connecticut. I think it's going to be a good one. I think it's going to be another spectacular performance by Danny Sabatello. I had a really good one against Jornel Lugo. That dude was undefeated, 8-0. He's got a lot of respect behind his name. Got a lot on the come up. People were saying that he was very potentially going to get a title shot at some point very soon. But I just completely derailed that. You know, I'm here to steal these guys' fucking souls. I'm not just in there to win. I'm there to beat the fuck out of them. And that's just what I do. You know, I talk this talk, but I think I'm getting the respect I deserve because I'm slowly backing it up. You know, every time I go in there, I'm dominating these guys. I'm not just here to trash talk. I'm here to trash talk and then provide another spectacular victory behind it. And that's what I do. That's what I'm going to do June 24th. You know, Higo's a jiu-jitsu guy, they say. I think his jiu-jitsu sucks. I think I got better jiu-jitsu. I think actually I could potentially submit him in the first round, but I don't want to do that. I think this is a very disrespectful guy to the fight game. He's missed weight multiple fucking times, which is just pathetic. You know, you can't call yourself a man if you're going to say something and not do it. You know, so I got to punish him for it. I got to fucking submit him maybe, TKO him maybe, knock him out maybe, but in the fourth round. I'm aiming for that fourth round. You know, I want to torture him, make him bleed first.
It's interesting, Danny, because, and you said it in your words, you back up what you say. I know you don't care so much about what everybody else says, whatever they're saying per se. You're focused on your thing and all. But how good is it now to know that you're starting to get the respect because you are backing up your words?
Yeah, it's always nice. You know, I'm getting more followers on social media and stuff, but at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck about all that. You know, half the time these guys love me, half the time these guys hate me. Either way, all the time they're asking for my autograph. So, you know, people are just fake online. A lot of the hate's fake. You know, I'll see some guy talking trash on my Instagram, and then I'll see him on the street in person and he's asking for my autograph. It's just fucking crazy. So, it's just a weird, crazy business, but you know what? That's show business. That's how it is. It's always nice to get the respect, but I don't give one fuck. You know, I got the respect from my teammates. I just did 5 hard rounds. And now I got Dustin Poirier sparring behind me. So, you know, we're a tight-knit group. We're a very elite group. You know, you got Jorge Masvidal, Joanna Jacek, Dustin Poirier again in his gym. So, you know, all the guys think and know that I can easily win this fucking tournament. And I'm just here to show that I can. And along the way, have fun. You know, talking trash and fighting is just all I give a fuck about. That's all that's fun to me. You know, the most fun thing in the world to me is beating the fuck out of someone on national television in front of thousands and thousands of people. You know, I like to party a lot, I like to get fucked up with my friends, but at the end of the day, I don't give a shit about any of that. My most fun is beating the fuck out of someone, and it's especially better when I get to beat the fuck out of someone I don't like. And Leandro Higo, I fucking hate, and I'm looking forward to just smashing this motherfucker's face. You know, I got a goal each fight when I go into it, and the goal going into this fight is to give Leandro Higo between 21 and 29 stitches, and I think I'm going to do that.
And Danny, when you are preparing for your fight and get ready and at the great American Top Team here and all, and you mentioned some of those names that are here and there's so many others. I'm curious, Danny, because you're an emotional type of guy, emotional type person. That's what I get from you. Mm-hmm. When you're in that fight, how do you sort of keep your emotions in check? Or do you let your emotions take over at times?
Yeah, you know what? I'm just a passionate, emotional, motivated person. But you can kind of see that in my fighting. I always push the pedal to the metal. I got no brakes. I just keep going. And I think I can keep going because I'm having fun out there. And I'm very calm in there. You know, right now I feel like I'm, you know, jacked up because I just got done sparring. But when I get in there, I'm almost like at peace. I'm just having fun. And I don't really worry about my gas tank. You know, a lot of times people slow down in their fights because they're thinking, oh, I can't give too much energy. You know, to me, I don't even think about energy. I don't even think about fighting. I just think about having fun and beating the fuck out of this guy. You know, I think I'm a little bit of a different individual. I found that out kind of lately, you know, always thinking, oh, we're all fighters, everyone's tough in this business. You know, a lot of these fighters are fucking pussies. I think when I go in there, I'm just a different breed, I'm a different animal. I just go in there to try to slice dudes' faces up. And you can just see that in my fighting style, and that's just kind of how I am as a person. So yeah, I mean, I don't think about, you know, controlling my emotions or fighting emotionally. I don't really even overthink that. You know, I don't have any cliche bullshit Disney Channel lines. I just go in there and try to beat the fuck out of the dude, and I have fun doing it.
This is your sanctuary. That is your sanctuary when you're in there, Danny, when you're doing it and all. At what point in your career, in your journey, did you feel like, oh man, MMA, yeah, this is the deal?
All growing up, you know, even throughout my wrestling career, I started wrestling when I was 4 years old. But at the thought of, you know, when I'm done wrestling, I'm going to transfer into MMA and fighting. So it was kind of difficult later on in my wrestling career, trying to stay focused on wrestling, because my one true love has always been fighting. You know, the problem with wrestling is you can't elbow a dude, you can't make him bleed, and you can't make him go to sleep. So it's fun, but there's limitations. You know, wrestling's not a fight. Nothing's a fight. Boxing's not a fight. The only thing that's a fight is MMA. So yeah, I always knew I was going to go into MMA, and I always knew I was going to have a fucking ton of time doing it.
How cool is this coming up on this big event, this big showcase, Bellator 282?
It's honestly just a dream come true. You know, when you go to sleep at night, some people dream about playing in Yankee Stadium or Wrigley Field. But, you know, my happiest moments are in that cage in front of thousands and thousands of people, in front of and on the best fucking network, Showtime. You know, I'm very grateful that I can fight for Bellator, the best promotion in MMA. So it's just really a dream come true. I know I got a bunch of my boys and family and friends going to the fight up in Connecticut, and they're going to be screaming their heads off. Hopefully they don't get in a fight in the stands. They can just watch the fucking fight. But you know what it is, what it is. The Sabatello fans are crazy as I am. So we'll see how it goes. I'm just ready to get in there in 3 weeks from tomorrow to beat the shit out of this dude on Showtime and in the best cage, and that's Bellator.
It's the Italian Gangsters Army. That's what's going to be there. The Italian Gangsters Army will be there. And you mentioned that, and I'm curious, how cool is it for your family and friends to see this progression, to see you, because you work, yes, you do a lot of talking, but you work tremendously hard to be able to do what you do, going the distance, unanimous decisions, your cardio. How cool is it for them to see you?
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? And I deserve to trash talk. You can't just be one of those guys that trash talks and can't back it up. Guy that trash talks and doesn't show up in the gym. You know, I trash talk because I've earned the right. I go to the best gym in the world, American Top Team, twice a day, every day. And I just got done doing 5 hard fucking rounds against another elite stud, and I'm ready to do another 5 rounds tonight. I don't give a fuck. You know, that's just kind of my persona, and I'm very happy that my friends and family get to see me on the come up, because I know that they know it's so important to me and everything. You know, again, fighting's all I give a fuck about. I don't care about anything else. I don't care about money, fame, anything, having fun, liquor, whatever, girls, it is what it is. The most fun for me is winning and beating the shit out of people, doing it in a spectacular fashion, and that's what I've been doing. So I know the people around me, my friends, my fans, my family are so happy for me, and I'm just happy that I can make them happy.
Is it too far away to ask what might be your entrance music for this fight, or if you have any special ring gear for this fight, and is there much thought put into all this as well?
There's a little bit of thought going into the entrance song. You know, I like getting jacked up. I go into there so fucking jacked up. I feed off the fucking crowd. I want to go in there thinking that, you know what, someone's not coming out of this cage. You know, if it were up to me, this wouldn't be 5 rounds. This would be 2 people go in the cage, 1 person doesn't make it out. That's it. So I do take the music very important. You know, that whole hour before the fight, I take it very important. I don't really have a song lined up, but we'll see. You know, it kind of is determinant on how the training camp goes and the build-up and what I'm feeling that day. I kind of wait till the last minute to tell Bellator what song I'm going to be walking out for. You know, I'm a guy that doesn't like to plan too much. I have a game plan, of course, but, you know, anything can happen. Your mood can change at some point. You know, you're feeling this way one day, you're not feeling that way the next day. So I kind of just go with that. And yeah, we'll see what song. I got a couple picked out that we'll see how it goes.
And then also, you mentioned it, American Top Team, and I mentioned it, but who has been getting you ready for this fight? Do you know yet who you'll be bringing to this fight, Bellator 282?
Yeah, the good thing about being at the best gym in the world, American Top Team, is we got so many fucking elite fighters. We got 6 ATT guys on that card, so we're going to have a bunch of coaches there. All I know for sure is that Mike Brown will be in my corner. He's my head coach. You know, I follow him blindly. Whatever he says, I do it. I just follow his direction. You know, as much as I want to take credit for all my success, and I do want to take all the credit, but I just can't, because I just listen to Mike Brown. He tells me to do something, and I fucking do it. I listen to my coaches 100%. So yeah, he's going to be in my corner 100%, but then I got my boxing coach, my Muay Thai coach, my jiu-jitsu coach there. We'll see how that goes, what 3 coaches are going to be in there. I got a couple of buddies coming that are expertising in like health and cutting weight and all that, so one of them might be in my corner. I don't know. All I know is that Mike Brown will be in my corner, and then 2 other guys I don't know.
Well, Danny, thank you as always for the time. And you mentioned, yeah, so many American Top Team fighters are into Bellator and are going to be at this event. And Johnny's got a big match as well. You have a big match. He's got a world title main event match. When you're there, you're so focused in your fight, but I guess when after the fight and things are done, do you get a chance to cheer and support your teammates if you can?
Yeah, it's so fucking cool. You know what? Me and Johnny came into ATT kind of around the same time. He was here about maybe a year earlier than me. But he wrestled at Missouri. I wrestled at Purdue. We always knew each other. We're really good friends now, and it's just kind of the coolest thing because we even talk about back in our first days at the gym, kind of like being the new guys and not really understanding how to throw a punch or jiu-jitsu or anything. And now that he's the main event, I'm the co-main event, and the biggest promotion in Bellator, it's just the coolest fucking thing ever. We also got Cody Law on the card, we got Shabili on the card, we got Achilles Mota on the card. So a bunch of ATT killers on the card. It's going to be tough even getting my warm-up in because I'm going to be watching my guys. You know, I feed off the energy of the guys that will bleed for me and I'll bleed for. You know, to me, it's just us 6 against the fucking world. You know, when I'm there, I don't talk to any other fighters other than ATT guys. You know, when I'm at these events, I see all these other fighters talking to each other, and I don't give a fuck about any of these guys. To me, they're all enemies, regardless of the weight class. You're either American Top Team or you're the fucking enemy, and I want to spit in your face. That's just how it is. Those are the only guys that I converse with. When I'm there, I fucking hate everybody. If someone's looking at me wrong, I want to fight them right there. You know, it's going to be hard. Not only when I'm there, if I see Higo, it's going to be hard not slapping the fuck out of him, but it's going to be hard not slapping the fuck out of any of my teammates' opponents, you know. So I really care about my teammates. That's just how I am. I'm a passionate, loyal guy, and it's going to be so cool, and I think we're all going to come away with a W.
Now, that many, that's amazing, but just thinking of your story, the 2 of you, and I didn't know that coming together at the same time, 2 wrestlers here at American Top Team, main event, co-main event. That is so cool. And just, I mean, Coach Mako with wrestling, and he has this Mako dungeon.
Yep.
I'll close it with this. What has it been like getting to work with him?
He's the best wrestling coach in the game. You know, that's just what it is. He was actually the first person that I met when I came to American Top Team. I kind of just showed up on their doorstep down here, and I was like, hey, I'm here. I'm ready to be the best in the world. Thank God that they took me in. You know, I had 0 connections. I'm from Chicago. I knew nobody even in the state of Florida. I knew if I wanted to be the best fighter in the world, I needed to make a change. So I went to the best team in the world, and that's American Top Team. It was crazy at first. I knew fucking nobody. I didn't even know how to fight. I kind of just showed up here. I even snuck in the front door. I got yelled at for that, trying to like sneak in. But yeah, it's just all worked itself out. I work with Mako almost every day. He's one of my other head coaches. He's the best wrestling coach in the game. Obviously, I got a wrestling background, so he kind of helps with that. So it's kind of just a perfect, cohesive situation we got down here in American Top Team with me. Yeah, and we're just going to beat the fuck out of this guy June 24th, Mohegan Sun, against Leandro, bitch, Higo.
On Showtime, Bellator 282, and it is so great. Thank you so much. Now you don't have to sneak in the front door. Now you got a key to the whole place, Danny. That's how hard you worked and all. And, oh, I know we're going to close, and I am going to end this because I appreciate your time so much. I'm curious, Danny, I know it's different. Have you been watching any All Elite Wrestling with Paige Van Zant and Dan Lambert and the crew on the shows?
Yeah, absolutely. Dan's really into it. Before I met Dan or anything down here, I didn't really know too much about AEW or WWE, but I'm kind of slowly becoming more into it. But again, you know, I got a tunnel vision. I got my focus on MMA. You know, I got a lot of questions. You know, are you going to go into fake wrestling once I'm done? Maybe I will, maybe I won't, but my goals are to be the best fucking fighter there is, and I got to accomplish that first. I got to be the Bellator champion, which means I'm the best fighter in the world, and then I got to defend my belt a few times, maybe 20 times, maybe 25 times, and then we'll see how it goes.
The Italian Gangster, thank you so much.
Thank you.